Alright guys, I wasn't going to do a follow-up video to the Conn's video because I just didn't have the energy to do it because the news I got on the television was a little disappointing, but little did I know that hundreds of people would ask me after I made the other video, what's going on with your television? So, here's your fucking video so I don't have to respond to everybody individually, okay? So with that said, and for those of you seeing this the first time, you could go watch the other video, I rage and rant for entertainment purposes, or you can just watch this video and realize you should not shop at Conn's. Now, I want to read the Conn's exchange policy. It's 14 days for computers and computer equipment, camcorders, and digital cameras. It's 30 days for electronics, appliances, and everything else except items listed below. There is a 15% restocking fee. Items listed below would be the no return exchanges on furniture, windows, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read you the whole thing. But you go down here and you have 72 days to return a television and find out if your television is fucked if you shop at Conn's, okay? 72, did I say 72 days? I meant 72 hours. You have 72 fucking hours to find out if you have any kind of problem on your television to return it and them not charge you a screw you in the ass 15% restocking fee, which is kind of a big deal when you spend $3,500 on a television. So with that said, I was quite annoyed that I got no level of customer service and they gave me a number to call, which was on this sheet right here. This was basically what happens. You go in, you talk to the store manager, you say, hey, I have some banding issues, okay, and I'll show you what those look like for those of you that haven't seen the other video. Let me show you what the banding issues that I have are. So we'll go over here to an input that has nothing connected to it so you can see. And here it is right here. You can barely see it currently because the TV has not been on. But when the TV's on and it's all lit up and all bright, there's a nice band that goes through here, which is unfortunate when you're playing a first-person shooter and you look at the light sky or you jump in the water, you can see the band. When you watch, I don't know, a nature film, okay, like something to do with animals, I can't know, what is it called? Planet Earth, which is fantastic to show off a new television. If you're looking at sharks in the water, over here there's a nice band across the water. There's a different color watered scene. It doesn't show up that much. It's in this area, but it shows up enough to drive you insane when you've spent $3,500. So, with that said, let me get to what happened. We had James from the tech service of Conn's come out. He's a factory authorized service dealer. I actually filmed me talking with James. I didn't put James on camera, and I flipped the fuck out, okay? But because of all the secret tapes and the Donald Sterling nonsense, I didn't want to post a tape and then get in some sort of trouble because I may or may not have been recording him properly, or who knows. So with that said, I'm going to reenact it for you. Someone knocks on my door, I put my shirt on, I let James in, who could barely speak any fucking English, okay? James comes in, James is standing right here with his clipboard. I have the documentary of Planet Earth running, trying to show him the sharks, but now all the fishes are flying across the screen, so he doesn't see an immediate issue. So I click to this screen to show him the color banding, which is over here, which I currently can't see right now because, like I said, the TV hasn't been on. And with that said, James then immediately says, that's within the spec guidelines. Which, I know I should think positive, but I knew I was going to hear that. And I said, yes, I know what LED color banding is. I know these lines in here are part of the problem, but, and let me stop right there. This is exactly why all you dumbasses out there should have adopted plasma, because plasma didn't have this problem, okay? Can you imagine 4K tech with plasma? It'd be glorious, okay? But we had a bunch of idiots that felt the need to buy 120 hertz or 240 hertz LED, LCD TVs, and for some reason, they thought that was better than the hertz that were on a plasma, okay? So then the plasma companies had to start saying they had 600 hertz subfields, okay? So that's my gripe. Let me just get that out of the way. So back to James being in my apartment. So now James is trying to tell me that basically I'm kind of screwed, and all James can do for me is take a picture, and I learned some insider information. He would send it to LG, and LG would say, that's within our spec guidelines. So James would force through a TV order for basically the screen, and James told me that he would actually change out the screen in my apartment in 45 minutes. I doubt I think it'll take longer. Good old James, though, has never changed out a 4K screen on a 65-inch. He's done a 75-inch screen, is what he told me. He was speaking broken English. I could barely understand him. He also told me he had 7 kids, so he would never buy a $3,500 TV, and that I should have bought a shitty TV at Walmart. So I like James, okay? So with that said, James was very truthful to me. He told me that the people at Conn's constantly lie. I wish I could have got that recorded for y'all, because I would have put that up. And he told me that they have a meeting every Tuesday where the Conn's technicians have to talk to the management and tell the management to tell the salespeople to stop lying to their fucking customers, okay? Because I called tech on the phone and they told me that somebody was going to come out here and they were going to look at the TV and they were going to go, nope, we can't fix it. And then they were going to put in a work order for the television, just for the screen. And then within 7 to 10 days, I was going to get back a credit and I was going to get to go to the store and get another television. And then that way I'm not screwed out of 15%, okay? But whoever said that was a complete fucking liar. That's exactly what James told me, because James said they, LG being they, have never given out another television. He said he is an authorized tech for LG. LG sends them another screen and he then fixes the screen. He says if you want to buy a TV from Conn's, well, you just shouldn't. Go buy the TV from Walmart so you can immediately return it, or Best Buy. He said do not buy a TV from Conn's, but if you were going to buy a TV from Conn's, buy a Samsung or a Sony, because once those go out, they just exchange them. They do not replace the screen. So there's information for you. Plus, he said, if you have one dead pixel on the screen, which of course I don't on here, so hopefully this new screen won't have that bullshit. He said even if he took a picture of one dead pixel, they will say that is within the specs. It has to be 3 dead pixels in a row for it to be not within specs. So if you have a dead pixel over here, they take some square and they basically put it right here and they go, well, the dead pixel wasn't in the fucking square, so you're screwed. So this is all the information that I learned from James. I was hot-headed. I didn't want to get the TV fixed, but I knew if I took it back, then that I'd have a $600 payment on a TV I didn't have. So I had a subscriber who bought a $9,000 TV. So if you thought I was stupid for buying a $3,500 TV, this guy bought a $9,000 television and told me he had to go through the same thing. But once he went through that, he was happy, he was satisfied, and his picture looked great. I also have another tech guy who buys really expensive stuff who told me this: Joe, get the TV screen changed out. You already like the picture, you know the 3D's badass, you really like the TV, just calm down, get the television screen changed out, and then if you have a problem immediately after that, after you're looking at it, after he puts it in, you still have time to return it and just say screw Conn's. So with that, I'm going to go through with, even though I said I wasn't, getting the screen changed out, because it is a new TV. It's not like he's giving me a refurbished screen. There's going to be a brand new screen put in here. And I'm going to go from there. Maybe there'll be a follow-up video. Maybe the guy will let me record him putting the screen in the television. Maybe I can get some of that footage and post it on my YouTube channel. For all you nerds out there that are like me and enjoy tech bullshit, I will put that on my page. So that is what's going on with my LG television purchase, and why I will never be purchasing from Conn's again, and why you shouldn't purchase from Conn's. And are you fucking kidding me?